Good day, crafty chums, and welcome to another episode of Nicky's Index Card Sunday. And today I thought we'd have a bit of fun with it. I've never made a slider card before, a bit of a card maker, and I've never done it before, so I thought before I move on to a card, I'd give it a go on an index card first. And so what I'm using is a 3x5 index card, which is my normal size, a 3x5 designer paper, which is the Isabella from the Bow Bunny, and this is part of my Use That Stack Use That Stack series. And so I've got that. I've got a little bit of a stiffer card here that I'm going to make the slider from, and then decorate it and that. So as I say, I've never done it before. This is an attempt for me, and I've no idea what I'm doing. So join me as I fumble and bumble my way through my slider index card. So I think I'm going to make the slidey part of the hole about 1/2 inch. And this card that I've cut is 2.5 by 4, I think. And because I miscut and it's the only bit of card I've got there, so I'm doing with it. I was going to do 2.5 by 4.5, but I'm still kind of half asleep, I think. So that's what I'm going to do there. I'm going to use a bit of a colour that maybe you'll be able to see as I'm doing it. But I'll do it on this side. So I'm going to do it 1/2 inch, and I'm just going to mark in. If I'm doing 1/2 inch slots, this is just an inch in on each side. Which will help the I'm just going to do it to mark to the end, but you wouldn't cut the end, because then you're just cutting your thing in half, and you don't need to do that. So I'm just coming in just a fraction on the lines that I've made there. And I think I'm going to come in probably 1/2 inch off each end. So just a little slider track there. And then it'll be to cut it out. Put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. Always helps. Find my blade and my cutting mat. And go for it. I would do this up against a ruler, but I've only got plastic rulers, and I've ruined enough rulers, plastic rulers, to not do that anymore, because that's just silly. You need if you're going to use a ruler, you really need a steel ruler or something, or a metal edge to butt your scalpel up against. Otherwise, you're just going to ruin your rulers. And I ruin enough paintbrushes and things, and so it's like, come on, get serious. Stop ruining your stuff. Okay, so there's what I'm hoping is going to be the slider part of my index card. I've already got my backing tape on the back of the design paper, and I'm just going to go around the edges with some black soot, because the black soot goes really well with this design paper stack. Well, I think it does. I think it works really nicely with it. So That's the reason why I'm using it. And I'm going to do it around the index card also. Then I'm just going to add the index card to the base there. Because you know it's all about the base. I'm not going to sing it to you this time. I think I'm a little bit tired. I think I need to go and have a coffee before I do my next video. Such a pretty paper stack, this one. It says around here, you are beautiful. You can't see it, but it does say you are beautiful. I'm beautiful, I'm a beautiful butterfly. So I'm just going to find some paper now to go on this piece here that coordinates, because it comes from the same paper stack, it'll be fine. So I was thinking, might do that. Nope. Just going to have a look. I did actually decide to go with this one after all, because it's got that nice little detail in the corner, and even though it's got a straight line there I didn't want, I thought, oh well, might as well. Now I've covered the slider bit of the card with a with tape all over, and I'm just going to lay this on as straight as I can. And then cut off the excess here. And I've left, I covered it right over here because I wanted it to be a really good fit and glued down really, really well. So I'm just going to give this a squidgy over with my roller just to make sure that it's down on there really, really well. So what I need to do now is cut out the middle bit, which I'll do again with the craft knife. Oh darn it, ripped. Hate it when that happens, but we'll go with it. Pressed a little bit too hard there and ripped it. I dragged, it's because I've lost the, don't know whether you can see, but I've lost the tip to my blade, and I really need to buy another one. But you know what it's like, folks. So what I'm going to do is go in here and just take the rough edges out. Okay, then I'm going to go around and with some distress ink. If I can get it in there. Yeah, of course I can. What I'm going to do now is add foam tape to the back. what I'm going to do is try and avoid the area that this slides along. Otherwise your slider won't slide, will it? Then we've got to attach the pennies. Together. What I need to do now is to put the two pennies together. So I'm going to sort of like centre up the penny through the slider so I can see what I'm doing, and then just attach the foam pad to it. And the slider is only going to slide backwards and forwards on this, it's not going to rotate. So just backwards and forwards, so I'll just pop this one on here. Like this, and it's just going to go up and down the slider like that. So now I'm going to attach this to the card. To the base of the index card. Maybe I will see if I can peel this off and put a second layer on, because I don't think it's going to be up enough off the base of the card there to work. So just going to double up. You don't have to use as much as I do there. You can actually be a little bit more sensible and just put some so far along. So we're going to pop that there. Yeah, that works much better now I've doubled it up. And I am going to fix something on here. And I'll just see what I'm going to fix. So I'm going to go with the butterfly that comes, that matches the Bo Bunny stamp set there, and probably going to do it in the pink, just checking. Quite like this. This is quite groovy, this one, but I might not be able to see it to cut it out. We'll have a look. Yeah, could do. Might just need a bit of backing paper to put it on, just to firm it up as well. So I'll stamp on my spare paper here, and then cut it out as well, just to back it up. And I'll be back when I've cut them out. So I'm using the butterfly on the slider card, and then realised of course that it wasn't big enough to cover the penny, so I've just had to put a little bit of a background onto the penny, and I'm just going to attach the butterfly, and then I am just going to do some doodling, and then it will be done after that, but I've just got to let that dry. I'll just show you what it's like there. That's the butterfly on the slider card. So just going to let it dry, and then I can do some doodling, and I'll show you the photographs when it's completely finished after. Thanks for joining in. I hope you liked today's little bit of a fun make, and see you again soon. Bye.